YouTube, Kemo Sabi here, coming at you with an update on the Tham Luang cave and the school children and the coach stuck in there. This one's off of Express Yoo-kongkaew webpage, and here we have it. Thailand cave rescue live update. Latest on trapped boys as oxygen levels drop in cave. A former Thai Navy SEAL has died while trying to help rescue the 12 boys and their soccer coach from a flooded cave in the Thailand Tham Luang cave, almost 2 weeks after the team got stuck in the high waters. Here's latest news and live updates on the rescue attempt by GEORGINA LAUD, published 13:30 Friday, July 6, 2018, updated 18:37 Friday, July 6, 2018. Samaran Punan, 38, a former member of the Thailand's elite Navy SEAL unit, died on Thursday night as he laid oxygen tanks along potential exit route deep underground, the SEAL commander said. So an elite Navy SEAL, like their best of the best, died. Whew. Admiral Akon Yoo-kongkaew said, "We won't let his life be in vain. We will carry on." The tragedy highlights the dangers of the 12 trapped boys being able to escape. None of them can dive and many are unable to swim. The group aged 11 to 16 went missing with a 25-year-old soccer coach on June 23rd when they got caught in flooding while exploring. They were found hungry and frail earlier this week, but otherwise in good health. Rescuers now have to figure out the best options to get the group safely out through several kilometers of dangerously flooded tunnels. One option had been to keep the 13 inside the cave until the flood waters receded at the end of the rainy season in about 4 months, but fears are growing for the safety concern as heavy monsoon rains are forecasted for next week in most of the north, according to Thailand's meteorological department. Officials are also considering whether it is possible to drill a shaft into the cave chamber from the forested mountain above. And then here's the latest news and live updates. All times are in BST, 6:32 p.m. There will be no rescue attempt made today, says the governor. The boys will not be rescued today, Chiang Rai Governor Narrated Atsankorn told the press conference. Despite being taught how to dive, the governor said the boys aren't quite ready, and that even if the monsoon rain starts tonight, that they won't be rescued. Divers who exited the cave today have reported the boys to be in good health. 6:19 p.m. During the press conference, Chiang Rai's governor says the boys have learned to dive. Chiang Rai governor had said the boys entered through the front of the cave. They will come out through the front. The governor has also stated that the boys have already learned how to dive and that any plan to rescue them will be tested first. When asked why the rescue attempt is being delayed if the boys know how to dive, the government responded, "Because we would like to have minimum risk." 5:55 p.m. I also kind of think it could be that maybe their elite Navy SEAL, like their AAA plus, died, and that they're actually probably terrified going in there, and it's really, really dangerous, and it's probably 30-meter sections of stuff of water, and probably areas where they might have to, like, take their or to go through sections of these tunnels on their own. It sounds very, very dangerous. An elite Navy SEAL don't die unless it's like so 10 out of 10 hard. There are unconfirmed reports in Belgian media that the rescue mission will begin tonight, with a diving squad leading the boys to the cave's exit 2 at a time. Ben Ramenants, a Belgian diver interviewed on Monday on BBC Newsnight, told Het Lancet News, HLN, it's a race against time because on Sunday heavy rain showers are expected but remain positive. We expect that the first 2 football players will reach the exit today in the best case scenario. It remains a difficult course through a labyrinth of corridors with lots of diving and climbing, but the process is along with the current and the visibility underwater is already a lot better. Moreover, they do not have to swim a lot. They have an oxygen mask on them and they will almost always be kept on hand by one of the divers. It's the 3rd corridor. There is air for breathing, where they will also be checked by a doctor. Then there is another 1.5 kilometers of climbing and climbing. 3:39 p.m. Thai soldiers and families of the boys await a press conference by Chiang Rai governor and the interior minister. The world's press are gathering awaiting a press conference at the Tham Luang cave rescue site. The Chai Rai governor and Thailand's interior minister are expected to arrive at the rescue site soon to talk about the rescue efforts. Thai police officers are securing the area outside the caves, where the interior minister is thought to be making an important announcement. 2:22 p.m. Oxygen levels getting critically low. Thai Navy SEAL Chief Rear Admiral Aphakorn Yoo-kongkaew said oxygen levels in the cave have dropped to a scary 15%. This level poses a serious risk of hypoxia, meaning it is too dangerous to leave the boys much longer despite the risks involved in attempting to bring them out. We can no longer wait for all conditions to be ready because of the oppressive situation, he said. We originally thought the young boys could stay safe inside the cave for quite a long time, but circumstances have changed. We have a limited amount of time. But he could not say how long they could survive with current oxygen levels, adding that getting more oxygen piped into the boys was a top priority. 2:05 p.m. Relatives are fearful that diving the boys out could be too dangerous. Relatives of the boys, some of whom have camped at the site for weeks, say all they want is the safest exit for their children. I'm worried he has never dived, said Sambum Kawiwangwan, the father of a 16-year-old boy trapped in the cave. So the group was found 2.5 miles, 4 kilometers from the entrance, and then there's all these narrow and flooded passages, and then eventually the entrance. So they're stuck 2.5 miles in this cave, like way down there. 1:38 p.m. Fears the boys' safe place could cave in from drilling. The muddy bank where the boys are stranded is 2.5 miles from the front entrance of the cave, with sections of the final mile stretch now completely underwater. The boys cannot swim, but are being taught how to use scuba equipment in a bid to free them, but the option of diving them out is deemed very risky, to say the least. There were plans to drill down the cave from above, but drilling down raises concerns that parts of the cave could collapse on the boys. Efforts to widen drilling channels have raised similar fears about blocking narrow passageways and hemming the team in. 1:11 p.m. Rescue mission hits a dead end. Chalongchai Chayakam, a senior Thai army official, said that one team traveled 300 meters down a shaft on the hill on Thursday until they reached a dead end. He said that up to 200 people are exploring the hill to try to find a workable shaft. 12:38 p.m. The Thailand cave search comes as rescuers are also hunting for those missing in a boating incident. Rescuers in Thailand deployed helicopter on Friday in search for 29 people still missing after the sinking of a tourist boat off the island of Phuket, as the death toll in the incident rose to 27. The Royal Thai Navy said quite a few bodies were found in the vessel. The Phoenix capsized and sank in rough seas on Thursday, carrying 105 passengers comprised of 93 Chinese tourists and 12 Thai crew and tourist guides. 11:15 a.m. Rescue teams are close to saving the boys. Rescue teams thrashed through dense forests hundreds of meters above the cave complex on Friday, searching for an alternative way to extract the group. Their work above the Tham Luang cave, near the Thailand's northern border with Myanmar, took on an added urgency as forecasts for rain threatened to plan to bring the boys back through cramped, waterlogged passageways to the cave entrance. We want to find the way down. I believe we are close. Thans Varansi, president of the Engineering Institute of Thailand, told the returners at a makeshift camp for volunteers and media near the cave. 9:06 a.m. What are the current rescue options? The boys are currently being taught how to swim and dive by experts, but the death of Mr. Punan has highlighted the danger and huge complexities surrounding such an attempt, even though they just said a little back ago that they learned how to dive. So I'm kind of under the conclusion that they're probably lying about how dire the situation is, and I don't think all the kids would know how to dive and figure out how to swim that quick. I mean, obviously they're all 11, 16, so they're smart young men, so they can figure out how to do this, but it's worrisome. Admiral Apkon Yoo-kongkaew, commander of the SEALs unit, told reporters today the conditions in the cave are tough. Tough means really bad. One narrow section of the tunnels would involve each boy having to dive alone, which is considered extremely risky. Yeah, diving on your own and you just got taught how to dive and you're expected to go into elite Navy SEAL conditional water? I'm praying these boys make it. So, other options being considered include keeping the 13 inside the Tham Luang cave until the floodwaters recede at the end of the rainy season in about 4 months. But if heavy rain do fall, which they probably are going to fall, as are currently predicted for the next week, there is a danger that the cave chamber could be at risk of flooding. Another possibility would be to find an alternative way into their chamber, such as drilling a shaft into the cave from the forest mountain above. 8:33 a.m. Volunteer warns rescue attempt could become a catastrophe. Devastated volunteers have been coming to terms with the death of Mr. Punan, with some voicing concerns about the danger of getting the 12 boys and their coach out to safety. Israeli volunteer Rafael Arus said a Navy SEAL just passed away last night. How about a 12-year-old boy that will have to pass through those same corridors and tunnels? There will be rain, and many things could go wrong. I don't want to say it, but it could be a catastrophe. 8:20 a.m. Prime Minister Prayuth Chan-ocha offers condolences. Prime Minister Prayuth Chan-ocha has offered his condolences over the death of Navy SEAL Shamaran Punan 38, but said the rescue attempt will continue. Former Thai Navy diver Mr. Punan lost consciousness as he attempted to lay oxygen tanks in a possible exit route for the 12 boys and their coach. He was about 1.5 kilometers from the cave entrance when tragedy struck and died despite his 5 buddies attempting to revive him. 5:11 a.m. Monsoon rains threaten rescue efforts. Torrential rain is predicted this week, which could cause even further problems. Provincial Governor Narrated Otsankorn said the mission was a race against the water. He said our biggest concern is the weather. We are calculating how much time we have if it rains, how many hours, how many days. 4:10 a.m. The situation has changed, says Commander. Navy SEAL Commander Rear Admiral Apkorn Yoo-kongkaew said, we've never experienced this, but it's a mission we have to do. We can't wait because it's urgent. We thought the kids would be able to remain there for a while, but the situation has changed. In other words, I think there's just a run out of the air. You can only get so many oxygen tanks in there at once. They need to get this group out ASAP. 3:54 a.m. Diver dies from a lack of oxygen on Thailand cave rescue mission. The Navy SEAL Punan died while trying to rescue the children and their football coach trapped in the cave, in the Tham Luang cave in Thailand. 2:55 a.m. Multi-billionaire Elon Musk wants to help the rescue mission and get the Thai football team out from the stuck cave. Elon Musk, the South African-born entrepreneur with ambitious plans to colonize Mars, has expressed his desire to help Thailand rescue a football team that has been stuck in a cave for the past 12 days. The billionaire's team is said to be talking with Thai authorities about the possibility of using SpaceX and Boring Company technology to help rescuers retrieve the young players and their coach from the depths of the Tham Luang cave complex. 1:52 a.m. Update that the monsoon rains could trap the boys within hours. Rescuers are running out of time to free 12 boys and their football coach who are trapped in a flooded cave in northern Thailand, as the monsoonal rain that could force the water level up is expected to hit the pocket where the group took refuge within hours. A total of 13 sets of diving equipment has been prepared for the group, who have so far endured 12 nights underground in the Tham Luang cave complex. 1:05 a.m. 2 team members are narrowly missed out a disastrous cave trip. 2 young members of the Thai football team currently trapped in the cave narrowly avoided disaster because they couldn't go on the post-training picnic. Songpo Kathawang 13 did not take a bike to practice that day. Thawichai Naming 13 was ordered by his parents to return home to catch up on his homework. 00:23 a.m. Trapped Chilean miner sends messages of hope to the boys. A Chilean miner was trapped underground for 69 days in 2010, 8 years ago, and said that the mission to rescue the young Thai footballers will no doubt be a success. Mario Veta said on Twitter, "I would like to send greetings and a lot of strength to the authorities and the families of those 12 children," said Mr. Sepp Pelveda. "I have no doubt that if the government of that country puts in everything and makes all humanly possible efforts, this rescue will be successful. May God bless you." So, there is, that's the update for today. And then I'm just going to read a little bit off of Before It's News webpage, just about a little bit about Elon Musk coming in to help. And I figure that'll be good. And then we'll make a part 3 probably tomorrow or whenever the more information comes out on it. And, you know, hopefully when we get them out of there, it'll be a nice, you know, happy woohoo video to make. So here we go. We'll just read this little bit about Elon Musk. So SpaceX and Boring Company engineers are heading to Thailand to assist in the football teams to get them rescued. So in a recent update on Twitter, Elon Musk stated that engineers from SpaceX and the Boring Company will be flying to Thailand tomorrow to assess how to best help the Thai government's rescue efforts for the stranded football players in, the stranded basketball players in Tham Luang Cave Complex. Musk's recent statements came as a response to updates posted by James Youngbrang-Rung, an entrepreneur and founder of Moo Space Corp, who stated that the SpaceX engineers had already reached out in an attempt to connect with the Thai government. Government officials are currently looking into 3 plans to rescue the 12 stranded children and their coach. Among these involve teaching the young basketball players to dive, draining the caves of the water to make excavation easier, and drilling a hole from the surface to provide a way out. SpaceX and Boring Company engineers headed to Thailand tomorrow to see if we can be helpful to the government. There are probably many complexities that are hard to appreciate without being there in person. Elon Musk, at Elon Musk, July 6, 2018. Yesterday, Musk offered to drop ship Tesla power packs and water pumps on the site of the rescue efforts to help in draining the caves. Musk also offered technology from the Boring Company as means to help with the Thai government's third rescue option. Among the most challenging portions of the cave, however, is a 70-centimeter cross-section located about 3.1 miles away from the stranded basketball team, which gives trouble to the water pumps. And the Thai government also expressed some reservations about the idea of digging a hole to reach the children and their coach, considering that the air pocket where the group is currently located is a half-mile underground. In a series of tweets today, Musk threw some ideas that could work to help in draining the caves and retrieving the children. According to Musk, it might be worth looking into the idea of inserting a 1-meter diameter nylon tube through the cave network that could be inflated with air, like a bouncy castle, that would create an air tunnel underwater against the cave roof and also conform to odd shapes in the network, including the tricky 70-centimeter cross-section. Velcro slits at the end of the tube, as well as a continuous air feed, would allow the tube to remain inflated. According to Musk, this particular solution would require little power, since that work is done is low. There's a little picture. We have the 1,276 meter mountain. So the cross-section, approximately 1,200 meters, possible access point to the drill. So it would be about 1,200 meters on top of where the group is stuck. And but this idea about this inflated tube is like, wow, what a cool idea, Elon Musk, woo! A map of the cave system where the members of the Thai wild boar soccer team are located. Credit James Youngbrang Twitter. With SpaceX and the Boring Company engineers heading to Thailand tomorrow, a more concrete solution to the rescue of the stranded Thai soccer team could be very well decided. As noted by Musk, after all, there are several complexities to the operation that would be difficult to analyze without being physically present in the area. The wild boar soccer team entered the Tham Luang cave. I don't know why the other one was saying basketball, so I'm getting discrepancies whether they're a soccer team or a basketball team. But anyway, entered the Tham Luang cave complex last June 23rd due to the monsoon rains. However, the team comprised of children ages 11 to 15, 16, because the other one was saying 16, so we're getting all these up, that's fine, as well as their 25-year-old coach, were forced to take shelter in an air pocket 2.5 miles away from the entrance to the caves. The team were located by 2 British divers last Monday, and since then the children have been supplied with much-needed food and other survival supplies. Thai Navy SEAL divers, including a doctor and a nurse, also stayed with the group on Tuesday. The ongoing rescue efforts have taken a toll on the rescuers themselves, as noted by The Guardian. Samang, a former Navy SEAL diver who opted to assist in the rescue, recently died while volunteering in the caves. Kunam was found unconscious in the caves after he transported tanks from the cave's 3rd chamber to a junction. First aid was attempted, but efforts to revive him were ultimately unsuccessful. Tesla is no stranger to the humanitarian efforts. The company has responded to Puerto Rico's call for help in reviving its battered power system after Hurricane Marina. Tesla was also pivotal in providing power for the first time to a town in the Philippines that has never experienced a constant power supply in its history. The Post, SpaceX and Boring Company engineers adding to Thailand to assist in the group's rescue efforts, and appeared first on Teslarati webpage. And the source, Teslarati webpage, SpaceX, Boring Co-engineers, Thailand rescue efforts. So there you have it, everybody. So it sounds like Elon Musk is running in to help out, and he's willing to drop power packs and other things like that, and all these crazy Nikola Tesla kind of technology stuff. It's kind of super cool. But yeah, I think, honestly, it sounds like to me, if an elite class Navy SEAL died, that it's super dire, and that, probably drilling a hole down to them, so many meters, in my mind would probably take too long. So I think the most viable option really is this inflated tube underneath the water, and that seems quite smart. So yeah, I'm banking on the inflated tube, and of course, my prayers are out there. Let's pray these boys and this coach can get out alive, and they get rescued and retrieved alive. And praise the Muskie, praise the Elon Muskie. And yeah, a little bit of a morbid information. I mean, it's not critical now, but it's scary. But yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Leave me with some comments. I'm happy to reply to you. And we'll keep you updated. We'll keep making new parts for the current situation in Thailand and the Tham Luang caves and this group, and we'll follow it, and yeah, send the prayers out there, everybody. Let's get these boys safe. Thanks, everybody, and don't forget, in all other countries there's war, famine, probably hundreds of, if not thousands, of starving Filipino kids. There's Haiti, there's Africa, there's Iraq, there's Pakistan, there's Istanbul. There's all these places, almost any country, Russia, China, United States, Canada, any place in the world, tragedy happens. And it's good to, in my mind, to be informed and everything else, but to always consider when a tragic event is newsized and mediaized, that I still take it with a grain of salt. Yes, it's a very real situation, and yes, I do feel for them and everything else, but in all honesty, there's probably a lot scarier, nasty, morbid, gruesome, dark, nasty things happening. Even as we speak, every minute somebody dies, right? But it depends on how you die, right? Or how you go. So it's a tough world, and nobody said life was gonna be easy. But yeah, send my prayers out there. Let's hope they're all right. Kemo, Sabi out. Signing off for part 2 here, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks everybody. It means a lot.